Hi, and welcome to ECCB Connects, a program produced by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, designed to share with you who we are, what we do, and how we serve you. On this episode, we turn our attention to tourism. We'll explore how embracing community-based and culturally rich tourism can cause our islands to stand out, thrive, and redefine the Caribbean tourism product. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Feel every day, feel the vibe with ECCB for a lifestyle. ECCB, our financial guide. Side by side, we go match with pride. ECCB, our financial guide. Side by side, we go match with pride.
Thanks for staying connected. In a time where travelers are seeking authenticity and deeper connections, Caribbean countries have a golden opportunity to offer tourism that empowers local people, preserves traditions, and builds sustainable economies. From the rhythm of our music to the flavors of our kitchens, from the stories of our elders to the artistry of our craftspeople. These are the experiences that connect visitors to the heart of our destination. And according to Sustainable Tourism Advisor, Dr. T. Jennifer Edwards, these experiences are what the Caribbean tourism product should be offering. We're pleased to share with you an excerpt from her presentation at the 9th Growth and Resilience Dialogue held recently.
There's no more creative shift in terms of what you are presenting and giving to the visitors. It's relationships, it's relational, and it's co-creation. So one of the ways of preserving culture is creating it, and a key thing is that now you're taking tangible, all your tangible culture, turning it into intangible. You're moving from just passive observation into more participatory. And that's how you're going, those are the type of non-tech innovations that we need now. And when you're doing that, you're actually adding value so you can get more economic value than what you, on your culture that you have now. And visitors are now looking for engagement, connection, and co-creation. So we have just a little example in Grenada, dancing the cocoa. They are actually in the process to the drum beats and everything. And I have with me one, thank you, Ms. Walker, you look on your table, you see the St. Vincent chocolate that you have, yes, it's great. How would you then, this is a product, great. How would you like to then experience you actually making this chocolate? And this is where we get to next. It's, I give you an experience of my sister, my niece, and my grandnieces. It's in Trinidad, it's one of the estates, and it's similar because I said it's scalable. We've seen the example in Grenada and St. Lucia. It's treat to buy experience. So now it's called tasting the history. You're tasting the history. So you go from the tree, you get to learn about a tree, and you get to learn about this is what happened to cocoa then. You get to learn, but ultimately is that you are co-creating, you are being part of the creation. You see the chocolate here, this is the chocolate here, and you're seeing the technique the chocolatier learned. So you're learning, you're still keeping the cocoa farm alive, you're still keeping it alive. Then you get to create your own bar. And, because you are part of it, then you get to decorate your bar however you want. Then, of course, you get to taste your handiwork, taste your creation, and you walk away with some very satisfied co-creators. So what we are doing now is looking at visitors as co-creators in the traditional production and consumption of any product, co-creators. And that's where we get our culture. We want everyone to enjoy as co-creators. The other area in our non-tech experience is eventification. Now, eventification is where you're turning cultural experiences into an event. And this is a slight example from Antigua. How many of you have been to Rum in the Ruins? Rum in the Ruins. It's transforming heritage into interactive events. The idea is to convert culture into action. Convert culture into action so you actually feel. From story to stage. And these are some of I just put some little small areas there, but think about it. You know, you're using action words here, sip and see. The Rum in the Ruin was actually a sip and see storytelling. And all of this, underlying all of this, you have storytelling. Drink and draw. I went to a drink and draw experience in St. Vincent with a colleague of mine. It was very good. My drawing, yeah. But my drinking, it improved tremendously. That was a memorable occasion. So, yes, it was. So you see, turn things into action, turn culture, and you still get to preserve culture. Remember the basic elements there of sustainability? You get to sustain culture, you get to bring more money into more economic power, economic growth into the destinations you are. So this brings us to community-based tourism. Do you know, to get all of this, to eventify and to co-create, it's best done at the community level. All of these, and I feature here, Miss Adams is there, the DPS from tourism in St. Lucia, and I just put St. Lucia because they actually have a community tourism agency. Miss Adam, I put you on the spot. You can talk about that a little later on. They have a community tourism, and the tag they use is creating value in what makes St. Lucia unique. And here's what. You have all of the accommodation owners, because they are supporting and helping them. At the accommodation, at that level, you're bringing in. We talk about community. The type of visitors are now staying in Airbnbs in the community. So you see there's a whole shift since 2021 to now add. It was interesting this morning to hear that even the Airbnb's room count is much higher now than the normal accommodation, because the visitors, the trend, it's moving. So you have the farmer in the community, the agriculturists, so to remember, you can actually see agriculture and what was used then, it's coming back. You have the local artists, you have the artisans, you have everybody's in the community. So what we're seeing, we are using now culture as a way for sustainable development and growth. If I leave you with three takeaways then, it will be to promote and preserve our heritage and identity. Preserve and promote it. And tourism can help to do that. It will be empower and engage. So you're empowering communities, you're empowering the local, indigenous people within a destination, and you're engaging visitors. Tourism is it's a people, it's based on place and it's people. So empower, engage, and the word we always hear, reimagine, reinvent sustainability as a cultural lifestyle.
And now for this week's financial tip.
Hi, I'm Gary Freights of Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design. If you are unsure about investment choices, consult a financial advisor. They can provide personalized guidance based on your situation and objectives.
We've come to the end of this week's episode of ECCB Connects. Sustainable Tourism Advisor, Dr. T. Jennifer Edwards, shared how community-based and culturally rich tourism can be a powerful force transforming tourism across the region. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with another program. Be sure to join us then.